watching the Mystical Green Beanie.
Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? I am the Mystical Green Beanie, and I hate Harley Quinn. Okay, so that's not entirely true, but I do hate what Harley Quinn has become. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, which I'm assuming is a very small group of people, but hey, you never know. Harley Quinn, when she was created, was the Joker's girlfriend, as well as a victim of domestic abuse. But even still, she was the ultimate Joker groupie. She was his #1 fan. She was, more or less, an acolyte of a domestic terrorist, which I find to be really cool on a narrative level, because that makes for an interesting character. And I'll admit, there have been writers who have taken this concept to its next logical conclusion, but on the whole, I really dislike what Harley Quinn has turned into in pop culture and how DC has reacted to society's acceptance of the character. First things first, this is admittedly less of a problem with DC themselves and more of a problem with the way pop culture views the character, because everybody who doesn't read comics assumes that Joker and Harley are this cute, quirky, supervillain power couple, and they're not. Harley and Joker's relationship, if you want to call it that, is incredibly toxic. And even though I do personally feel like the Joker has a thing for Harley, I don't think it's love. If anything, it's more akin to ownership over her. Like, he views her as his property. He doesn't see her as a person. He has dehumanized her and sees her as his stuff, basically. But what's worse is that Harley has done the opposite for the Joker. She puts him on a pedestal as a god. She worships this monster blindly. And look, I'm not one to give relationship advice, but if you think Harley and Joker are a power couple, then you should either re-examine your relationship or call a couples therapist. Well, that or just don't date. Now, this second thing is something that I can blame DC for, and it's the fact that they're now trying to promote Harley as a superhero and a role model for little girls. I'm sorry? Do you not understand the character that you own? And look, I get it. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to give Harley a redemption arc, but here's the thing. While I understand that there's plenty of women and men who fall in love with horrible people, there's a difference between falling in love with a person who buys and sells child porn or a human trafficker and a mass murdering, serial killing rapist who takes pleasure in hurting people and is completely self-aware of their actions. And if you allow yourself to not only fall in love with this person, but willingly enter into a relationship with them, as well as aid and abet them in their crimes on multiple occasions, after they've previously established that they're a bad person, they know that they're a bad person, and enjoy being a bad person, then you're just as bad as they are. And while I'm a sucker for redemption stories, there are some characters who I don't think can be redeemed. And Harley Quinn is one of those characters, because she's a monster, and I just find it really odd and somewhat inappropriate that Harley Quinn is being marketed as a hero to little girls. And finally, my last gripe with Harley Quinn is that DC for the past 5 or 6 years has tried to make Harley Quinn a female Deadpool, which I despise on multiple levels. First off, DC, you already have multiple tongue-in-cheek characters who break the fourth wall. If you wanted to have your own version of Deadpool, then make a book about Lobo or Ambush Bug or someone like that. But Harley Quinn? What? It makes no sense. And look, I respect what Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner have been doing with the character for the past few years, but personally, I feel like turning Harley into a discount Deadpool is the least interesting thing DC could have done, and that's what they did. And I think it's really stupid. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts, but what about you? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think that Harley Quinn is the best Deadpool since Deadpool Deadpooled his Deadpool after he was finished Deadpooling? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button. Or don't. It's up to you. I'm not going to force you to do anything. But, you know, I'd like it if you hit the like button. Also, if you want to see more videos like this or are just curious about the stuff that I think about comics and movies and video games and TV and stuff, all you gotta do is subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. I'm the Mystical Green Beanie, and until next time, adios nachos.